What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Red? Red always the first one in. Yeah, Red. I had that thing set up again, like always. Like I have the last couple of times. Uh, just to get everything up, so that way all I have to do is hit the button and then get live. Yes, I did not use the intro tonight. The countdown. Didn't need to, because I was already ready to go. So with that being said, for all you new people and all everybody coming back, welcome back to the Breakpoint with Coach C. Man, we're still missing Coach A, but we still be chopping it up. But he's doing okay. So with that being said, welcome back. Welcome back. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Friday night. Hey, you guys remember the movie Friday? It's Friday. He ain't got no job. I'm just kidding. But look, nice week of bowling. Doug put a beat down on everybody like I know he would. We had somebody very, very close. Very close. So what I think I'm going to do is from now on, if you're a member and you're within a certain point radius, like a 5.5 pin radius, then I'm just going to give you the win. And I may not give you the full win, but what I'm going to do is you're going to get something out of it. Like, because we got a lot of merch. I'm trying to get some of this merch to some of you guys so you guys can, rep what we do, because, we got a little bit of bad bowlinitis going on. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope the lighting is good. What's up, Billy M? Billy Madison. That's what we're going to say the M is for, Mr. Madison. But, in case it's not, what's going on with you? How you doing? So, I had a good week this week. Is it freezing for you, Jeff? Because it shouldn't be freezing or lagging. Is anybody else having any issue? So you spin the wheel for merch, huh? That's not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea, Red. Now I gotta build a spin. I gotta build the spin wheel. Okay. So yeah, Jeff. It looks like everybody else is doing pretty good. Um, so the Kelly Bishop thing was going to be tomorrow, but due to a conflict of schedule for her, we actually moved it. I will be posting the date because we are moving it, and we do have an official date to do it again. I do apologize. Um, oh, look at that! Look at that! Sean said So check this out, guys. This is gonna be fresh. So the SU number series 1, there's a SU series 2 now that I'm going to be showing you guys. It's actually a round version. It's a case that you can put it's a thin case, right? Thin case for the SU that you can put your sanding pads in and you can seal it closed. Sit thin, takes up a lot less space. Yeah, it's hot. I seen one yesterday. I like it. I like it a lot. Yep. And then we got ball holders, ball holders so you can clean your ball off or hit it with a pad. We got ball holders that Mr. Sean's working on too. So everybody say, what up, Sean? Everybody say, what up, Sean? Great work. So we got all that coming. And guess what, guys? The merch on the website, everything's actually official. Tomorrow should be the launch day where we will be launching all the ads, the advertisements, so that people can actually start going and getting everything that they need, including the app and including merch. So, me personally, I've been holding off on merch because I'm still waiting for some of the samples to arrive to make sure that it's going to look like I want it to look. And then I'm going to start advertising that part too. So you probably will see on your YouTube starting tomorrow, you'll probably start seeing advertisements for the Perfect Fit, the rig, the SU. Well, I'm gonna hold off on the SU because I want to put the new model up there. But you'll start seeing all of that stuff in ads. because I'm gonna run ads trying to get it out there. And then I should have the merch on Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. And then I'm gonna go full blown with advertisements for the merch to get it out there. And then of course, if you're a member, I'm gonna be sending you guys some sample stuff too, just to make sure that you guys get a little something special from Coach. So you guys will be getting a Christmas care package. Um, what else? Yep. So as we all know, I made some mechanical changes to the game. I mean, bowling is a game of inches. You know, you're always making adjustments, always changing. Um, for me, for example, my biggest issue was my tilt. Shoulders come forward. When I push the ball away, I would start leaning, and by the time I would get to the line, I would be in a very bad position to where the only thing I could see ahead of me was my mark. I couldn't see. My position was so bad that I couldn't see my mark and my break point all in one motion. So I started to work that math out, and everything that we do takes reps, right? So being able to push the ball away and not come forward with it, that's a big, huge adjustment. So how many of you guys got pre-shot routine? If you got pre-shot routine, just put a one in the chat. Let coach know. So in my pre-shot routine, when I'm setting up, right, I would go through a checklist. And once I got my checklist, I would take a deep breath and then I'm ready to roll. So my checklist would be pretty much, how can I put this? So the first thing I would think is, okay, um, stay back, keep your shoulders back. Second thing I would say is push away, make sure you push away clean, and then shoulders back. The third thing that I would say to myself is, okay, make sure that we're not turning the arm on the way down. And then the fourth thing that I would say is position, body position, because I want to make sure my trail leg is in a good position to clear, so the ball has a clear path to get through, right? So on Wednesday, that was my checklist, you know. And it was pretty good day. Strike percentage was 77% for the day. Yeah, that's right. I said 77% for the day. What else? I made everything that was makeable. I had two splits, almost picked both of those up. But it's insane how something that you would think is minute is so major. So being forward at the line does a lot of things. Matter. So let me tell you what it does bad, and then I'll tell you what it does good when you fix it. So when you're forward, when you get to the line, that makes your head down so you can only see, you don't see very far in front of you. That's number one. Number two, it messes with your balance. That's number two. How does it mess with your balance? Because like when you got your head down, when somebody pulls your head down, you want to automatically pop up. So when your head is down and you're trying to roll the ball, what it does is it makes you rise. So when you're trying to release the ball, you're actually coming up as opposed to staying down in your shot, which, believe it or not, isn't a good thing because it can create knee problems like your boy currently has. It can cause you also to be very inaccurate because the only thing you're actually really seeing is your mark. You're not seeing it travel to your break point because you're not seeing them both together. So the level of inconsistency that it causes is very, very high. So now the positives of fixing it. Now, when you fix this, what it allows you to do is get to the line with very good posture, right? So then all of a sudden, now that your posture is good, now you can watch the ball roll over your break point, your target, your air. So over, so say for example, you're looking at 15 to 10, 15 to 9, right? Now you can see the ball touch 15 and 9 all in one fell swoop. So basically, it allows you to see everything that your ball is doing. And it allows you to do that while you're on balance. It allows you to do that while staying down on your shot, which What does that do for you? That actually benefits you in an exponentially high way. Why? Because now it allows you to actually get through the ball better, right? So it'll increase your rev rate just a little bit, right? Congratulations on that. So it allows you to get through the ball cleaner. It allows your mechanics to be a little cleaner. It allows you to be more stable at the line. It allows you to be able to see your break point, your target and your break point, which allows you to be more accurate. So if you can be more accurate, then guess what? You can probably get to the pocket and not give it away very much. And that's what I experienced on Thursday. Now, am I saying that I'm fixed? No, absolutely not, because you can't be fixed in 1 or 2 or 3 days. It's reps, 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 reps. Now, go ahead. Somebody's going to say, well, how many reps do you need before it's corrected? Aha! That's the golden question. That is the secret weapon. How many do you need? I have no idea. And if anybody ever tell you how many reps that you need to learn something, then you run away from them because they're not being honest with you. Because no one knows. No one knows. It can take you 5 reps or it can take you 5,000 reps. Nobody knows the answer to that question. Period. Your body's yours. Your body will learn it when it learns it. So some people will say, well, wait a minute. What is with the rep thing we're talking about? Well, reps is how one teaches oneself, right? And that's all it is, just teaching yourself. That's like if you're learning a word in Spanish, how long before you can say that word or understand that word without thought? And that's exactly what we're trying to do when we're teaching ourselves mechanics, right? We're trying to teach ourselves so where our body can learn that discipline and we can do that action, repeating it without thought. So for me, until I get enough reps, I'm conditioning myself in my pre-shot routine to do this. And even if I do it for the next year, who cares? If I make it part of my pre-shot routine permanently, I still don't mind at all. So Thursday, what did I do? I played 15 to 10, pretty tight line. And then I moved in and played 17 to 12, which is an even tighter line. That's funny. That's funny that you say that, Red, because I also had problems with my thumb this week. My thumb sticking, and my hand swole, and that never happens. They had it so hot in the bowling alley, man. It was like we're in the desert. My hand swole, and it's crazy because game one I was good. Game two I start sticking in the sixth frame, and sticking led to one of my splits. So I don't know if any of you guys ever looked at my thumb slug before, but I have a lot of tape in because I'm trying. I want to be comfortable. So I ended up taking out like 6 pieces of tape, and I was good for a while. And then game three, I started with the front nine, and I threw the ball in the ninth frame, and it tugged me coming out, and I was like, oh no, not again. And so I took my ball off the rack and I started messing with my thumb slug, and I'm like, yeah, I swole all over again. So, and here's the thing, right? I had took tape out and then I changed thumb slugs, and I was trying to figure out what was working, but then like I said, I started with the front nine in game three, and I didn't get it right because I stuck big coming out of the ball for the first ball in game in the 10th frame, and I left the 6-10 4-7 because I stuck and I missed my line by like board and a half. And I don't know. I never swell. I mean, I bowled in Vegas when it was 100 last year when it was 117 degrees outside with 100% humidity, and I didn't swell to where my thumbs was bothering me. But last night it was different. First time ever. But so yes, that's the second time in 2 weeks that I've had at least the front 9 and I didn't finish. Looks like I choked a little bit, but I knew that I was having problems with my thumb slug and stuff like that, but it's okay. That's the ups and downs of bowling, and it happens. And Red, you know what? It happens to us all, man. But that's where having 6 different thumb slugs come into play. I just didn't have one that fit me at that moment. Like it was in between. So I had one that is perfect, and then the next one up, the next one up, the next one up, and then there's a gap. So there's this one, and then there's a gap to this one. And that's where I was, right in between the gap. But it's all right. It happens to us all. Happens to us all. But the good news is that everything I wanted to hit, I could hit. I seen everything that I needed to hit. The knee's still banged up, so I'm not getting as many reps in as I would like to be getting. But hey, it's life. So tell me, guys, how you guys week go? How'd you guys go? Anybody have a high series? Anybody shoot a honor score? Let's see. Thursday night I did pretty well. I've been working on increasing my speed a little bit and learn how to play the lane straighter. Nice, Billy, nice. See, I'm with you on the playing the straighter part. I'm trying to play it straighter too, and that was straighter for me, was playing that little angle. So, Billy, what did you do to increase your speed? Did you raise the ball, lower the ball, take a step back? What did you do? And Red, when you're having problems sticking in the ball, what did you do to fix your issue? And that's why removable thumbs is such a big deal, whether it's Joe Post switch grip or it doesn't matter. But that's why it's so big, that you have the opportunity to change it to something that can help you. In my case, I just didn't find something. But I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's not like it was, oh my God, I gotta get this 300. Nah. It was just okay. And you guys want to know what's funny? This is what's funny. You guys ready for this? Doug, in the same game, also had the front 9. Sure did. And then the first ball in the 10th frame, because Doug bowled in front of me. He was 3, I was 4. And Doug had a wrap 10 pin that cost him his. Yep. JB says sometimes powder on your thumb is enough. You mean powder like as an easy slide? Is that what you're talking about, JB? Because I know you ain't talking about putting no resin on there. Because hell no, I couldn't get out the ball as is. That would have just jacked me up. But if you're talking about easy slide, I don't even. Oh, baby powder. Where am I gonna get some baby powder from? I mean, I got some at the end of the bar, but I don't got none in my bowling bag. Matter of fact, I don't even have easy slide. Because I never had a problem with my thumb before. I don't have easy slide. I don't have baby powder. I don't have any of that. And it's funny because normally I'll use a tack powder on my thumb to increase, because I want to feel like I'm forcing it off, even though it's not really that action. But I didn't have any on there, and I just couldn't get out the ball. I just couldn't get out the ball. Really? You think so? See, I've never had a problem before. That's why this is a new experience for me. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a problem with sticking ever before. So, Red, I hope you're paying attention to what JB's saying, because this might be beneficial to help you out. Like for me, that's a great look. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of baby powder in a bag and take that with me for next time. See if it, in case I swell up again, maybe that'll be the thing that helps me out. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna, JB. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, for real, for real. I'm gonna try that, man. I'm going to put some baby powder in a bag and put it in my bag and take it. Can't hurt. Can't hurt to try it. No, it can't hurt at all. What? I straight thumb out. I feel pressure on my thumbnail. Huh? Oh, I think are you must be coming out the ball this way and you feel pressure it's dragging over your thumb. Is that what you're feeling? Or your thumbnail? What's up, O? Got my UC2 and punched it up, pinned down, shot 299, 300, and third game went to the Rockstar and shot 190. Bad ball change. Hell yeah, if you went 299 and 300, that I wouldn't have changed at all. Hey, and oh, if you got any video of that, oh, send it to me. I'll be more than happy to post that, cuz. I moved my starting position back at the last set of dots instead of the first. It helped me use my legs more, and ball speed went from 13, 14, and 15, 16, and up to 17 on spares. Nice. That's real nice. Pitch could be off if you feel the thumbnail on the back of the ball. I'm not sure what he's saying, but even if you could feel your thumbnail when you're in the ball, you wouldn't feel pressure on it though, unless your thumb hole wasn't drilled all the way down and evenly. But I would find that hard to believe. I mean, they would have to be drilling your thumb hole with two different bits, and I don't imagine any pro shop doing that one. I mean, I seen some boneheaded stuff done by pro shops. I just ain't never seen nothing that boneheaded done. So yeah, I can't imagine that. Now, could I be wrong? Absolutely. Yeah, I could be wrong. But yes, pitch can be a problem. However, JB, in this situation, I don't think so. I've had 8 different Jopo inserts, so I have those issues. You mean so you don't have those issues? See, I got in total, I keep 6 thumb subs with me, but in total, I probably got about 14 of them. But I'm telling you, it's just a weird situation, and all of my thumb slugs feel the same to me. You know, they all feel the same. It's just a weird situation. Wednesday night, it was just weird. It was just weird, and then I couldn't get. It's just weird. It was like all of them were too small. It's like I swole up that they were all just too small, and then there was that gap. So when I went to this one, it was too big. So then it was a matter of putting tape in and trying to figure that out. And I was too busy laughing and joking to really. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. On a scale of 1 to 10, care I was probably a 1. I, you know, it probably a 1. And hell, I didn't even know that I had the front whatever I had until somebody said something. Instead of Squeezing thumb. I push up on my thumb. What? You push up on your thumb to the back of the. Why? Why do you you're gonna have to explain this to me, Red? Why you would push up on your thumb? Yeah, you yeah, you definitely have to explain that to me. You have to explain why you would do that. Coach, do you throw still the hustle X-ray and the RT vibe, or do they stay home with all the new stuff out? No, I throw them. It depends on what I'm bowling on. But yeah, I'll throw them in a New York minute. Cause you kidding me? That X-ray is a good sports shot ball. I had that in my bag with me when I went to Sports Shot on Thursday. I had that with me. I ended up using the Shadow Tank though on PBA Wolf. I ended up using the Shadow Tank. What up, GB? How you doing, bro? Welcome back, bro. Yeah. So, Red, you got to explain to me why you be pushing up on your thumb. It stops me from bending the thumb. Okay. That brings me to another question. Red, why are you bending your thumb? Oh, you mean bending it as because you're squeezing? Because if you're squeezing, Red, I'd probably recommend you go and have your fit rechecked because you shouldn't need to squeeze. See, that's good to hear. I'm glad everything good with you. I'm glad everything copacetic. You know what I'm saying? Player from way, way back. Yes, sir. So, Red fills me in. What does everybody think about the new P2 coming out? And the Viking. The Viking is supposed to be the Origin replacement. And what do you guys think about the P2 Pearl? Chad, is that question meant for me or is that question meant for somebody else? So here's my thing, right? Why the hell did it take them so long to make a P2 Pearl? I mean, the P2 dropped what, 15, 16, 17 years ago? Now all of a sudden they want everybody to get excited because they made a P2 Pearl? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why wait so long? Yeah, yeah. I, I'm, I'm, a, I'm like 97% sure that it's discontinued. The Origin is. Am I excited about the Viking? It's weird. I didn't like the Origin. I didn't like the Origin EX was okay, but it's not something that I would need in my bag. I would want in my bag, right? So it's insane to me though, because if the Viking is supposed to be good, like everybody loved the Origin, the Viking is supposed to be so good, right? Why would you announce it and then start dropping eggs that you're announcing the P2? Like everybody and their mama loved the P2. I'm just not one of those people. However, if you want the Viking to sell, they shouldn't announce the P2 till later. P2 Pearl. How many phase pearls do we need? Damn, Chad. Damn, Chad. Chad is on fire. Chad, I ain't even think about that. Chad, I ain't think about phase 3 was a pearl. Phase 4 was a shiny. Phase 5 was a shiny. Phase AI is a shiny. Phase 18. Listen, man, they making phases like they making Lethal Weapon movies. They making phases like they making Friday the 13th movies. They making phases. They funny. But Chad, damn, you dropped that. That's a gem, Chad. Chad dropping gems. I like that. I'm looking forward to the P2 Pearl. I thought the Phase AI was the Pearl. See, I didn't like the Phase AI. That's why Tony got mine right now. The OG phase was a pearl. Was it? See, I wasn't bowling when the OG pearl came. The OG was out. JB said too many balls. I threw the lightning blackout hustle X-ray max trail pearl on dry lanes today. Started on 30-32, and all three balls crushed the pocket. Different shapes, but same line. And they are different shapes. The Max Trail Pearl being the strongest out of all of them, though. But you have X-Ray Hustle. Like, yep, the Max Trail Pearl is the strongest out of all three, the earliest. By far, not even close. The Phase AI is discontinued. That's interesting that they're essentially redoing the AI. I they I no the core. I think the core is different or going to be different, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, that Max Trail Pearl, people sleep on that bad boy. That bad boy strong. They went from TX16 Pearl cover. All those other phase balls weren't T16. They were different. Yeah, I don't. Do we have? Hold on. Let me pull up some. Let me pull up some specs. Let's see if we got some specs on that. Let's pull up. See if we got some specs on this phase on this phase. Oh, see, listen, on this phase they got TX25. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, they got TX25 on this bad boy, and they got Power Edge on it too. You know what? I bet. I bet this is gonna look just wow, wow. Y'all see that RG is 2.48? That's gonna read early as hell. Oh, okay. Core change. TX25. They're still going to use a velocity core, so that's okay. Yo, the new one isn't the OG cover. Nah, nah. Not to mention, is it me or is it the differential a hell of a lot higher? Yeah, the differential is higher, bro. So what they did is they changed the core cover combination, and they made it stronger. So I mean, they got the same velocity core, right? Yeah, that so it's the same velocity core. I'm pulling that up right now. Just take a look at it. Yeah, so it's the same core. They just changed the cover. Wait a minute. So what was the cover on the OG one? What was the cover on that? On the OG phase, what was the cover? Because they said that was pearl. What was the cover on it? They said it's going to read like the OG cover. What was the OG cover? What up, Larry? How you doing, bro? Let's see. What did he say? You guys did good on Wednesday. We did too. We won all three games. Oh, we won all ours. I think we won like 28 points or something like that. 28, 29 points or something like that. We went to work, dude. I mean, we went crazy. But here's the thing though. If y'all would if y'all had been live with us, we laughed so hard that I don't even think half of us knew what we were doing. What's the comparison to the amp? I think the honest to God truth, I think the comparison to the amp is gonna be this phase two. OB 16 Wait a minute. So on the phase two, they had TS16. Okay, I get it. All right. See, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna be honest about this. The Roto Grip Rockstar amp, I haven't. There's not a ball that I found that rolls like it. I mean, this is gonna sound nuts, right? The Phase Eight, the Storm IQ Ruby, for me, the shape is just a little bit different, but it's the step down to it. But the Gremlin, no, no, none of them, no, nope. Hold on, I'm pulling up the list. Let me look. Maybe if I looked, it'll jog my memory. I'm telling you, I haven't. No, no, no. Yeah. No, that Rockstar amp is by itself, dude. It's really by itself. You know what? There is a ball that'll compare to it. It's the Ember. The Ember's not. It's not far, but it's weaker. It's weaker, and it's not as continuous as the amp. Like, I like the Gremlin. The Gremlin was good. I like that one, but the Gremlin don't stack up either. The 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 RST Hyperdrive Pearl, that ball is good too, but compared to the Rockstar amp, it's no bueno. Nah, you couldn't. I mean, I could throw them, let y'all see it. I could film that on Sunday. The rocks. You know what? Y'all tell me one of the pearls y'all want, and I can throw it on. I can do the review for it on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And let y'all see it. But I'm telling you, the only ball that I deem close enough to that amp is the IQ Ruby. It's weird, but it's a stronger version of that. It's a little more angular too, though. The OG Corona phase. It said the original was a 16, not the T16, unless it was a typo. The Rockstar's better. So wait a minute. OB, you're saying the Rockstar's better than the Rockstar Ember? Is that what you're saying? No. No. You wait. Hold on, wait, time out. So you're saying the Rockstar is better than the Ember, the Rockstar is better than the amp. And are you saying that the Ember hooks more than the amp? No way. No way. No shake. No bueno. No way. He said, "What do you bowl on at the center?" No, OG Rockstar is better than the amp. Oh, okay. Now that, you mean what am I bowling on? At my house shot, I do believe it's 43 feet, 28 mils. See, I didn't throw the Rockstar because I can't see it. I can't see it. But I was thinking about getting it anyway. But yeah, yeah, 43 feet, 28 mils, and I'll throw shiny. I'll throw anything. The infinite physics. That's not even a comparison. The hyperdrive is not on the same planet. It's weaker. It's cleaner, weaker, a little less continuous. I mean, I'm a fan of it, but A just messaged me and says Storm is the dumbest marketing company ever. Ain't that what I just said? Our lanes are wood. The Guardian are front 45 feet, around 28 mils. Okay. See, we're on synthetic, but we got a lot of oil. 99% of it's in the middle. Um, but here's the thing about my house shop. They've changed it. Since we started league this fall, they probably changed it about, I don't know, 10 times already. Every week up until like last week. Every week up until like last week, they've changed it. You know what I'm saying? So um Red, in prior on Wednesday in practice, I actually pulled out the clutch from Motive. Um I knew I needed something clean because all the hand I put into it, especially with my mechanics getting better, me being less forward, I knew I needed something a little cleaner because with all the hand I put into it, a solid, my ball speed ain't gonna match. So I pulled out the clutch and I threw some shots in practice, and I didn't like the way it was getting through the pin. So I had two choices: ball up or ball down. So I balled down to the IQ Ruby, and that's what I stayed with the whole day. Never changed. Never thought about it. Never changed. Never thought about it. And believe it or not, I had one solid in my bag. Well, one that solid was the EJ Jackal in my bag. Everything else was shiny. I had the what did I take with me? The IQ Ruby, the clutch, the Rockstar amp, the hyperdrive, and then the EJ Jackal. The more balls I took with me. So I mean, I don't have any problems playing straighter. Like I said, I'm getting more hand in the ball. And it's crazy because I can't really see the IQ Ruby that well, but I throw it very well. And the best part about it is when when I'm using a ball that I can't see, I'm noticing right now that I can throw them anyway, as long as my mechanics are good. As long as I'm not forward. If I'm forward, I can't see anything. If I'm back, then we're good to go because I can see. Like I knew where I needed the Ruby to get to. I know what pin down lane I wanted it to cover. You know what I mean? So I know that I was trying to get it to the outside portion of the three pin. And I know that if I got it there, over my mark into that spot, I knew the reaction was going to give me. So a ball that I can't see, as long as my posture is good at the line, oh, we're good. I mean, we're good, good, good. You know what I mean? My team, someone was like, "Yo, you're playing real tight tonight." I'm like, yeah, but I got this. We good. And 77% strike percentage for the night ain't bad. Now, am I gonna walk in there and do that every night? Nah. But here's the catch 22. What is bowling all about? Bowling's all about matching up the right ball for the shot. Don't try to force it. Don't try to make something work that ain't going to. Figure out what you need and do it. Oh, and then the big thing is pick up your spares. Yeah, pick up your spares. See, that's the thing about the physical game. People want to force things, right? If you're going to force something, it's not going to work out for you very well. I'm having that thing with AB right now where I'm pressing her because what happens is that practice AB will light you up. But then what really takes place is she gets to a tournament and she misses something. Then she starts to press and then she starts to force it. And once you force it, it's going to be a long day. I love my infinite physics. Tell Coach, hey, what's up? We miss him. and his perspective on the live stream. I'm telling him right now. Beep, 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 beep. I just told him. You know, I imagine A be in here watching though. I do. I imagine he be in here watching. He may not say nothing, but he be in here watching. Don't, or he'll go back and watch it later, depending on what he got going on. You know, guys, got to remember, guys, life happens, right? To you, to me, to all of us. Um, I do think that Storm is insanely stupid because you're dropping that Viking ball and you're dropping it for 199, right? Or if you go to Bowler's Mart, it's 199, right? So I imagine that P2 is going to be somewhere. I don't even think that P2 Pearl, I think they're going to make that cheaper. I'm being honest with you. I think they're going to drop that for like 160, 170, right? But if you want that Viking to be off the rip, why would you compete with it? Or at least drop them at the same time, you know? But everybody's not a P fan. But listen, Chad just rocked my whole world with this. Chad was like, that's all we need is another Pearl, phase Pearl. And you know what's crazy? The only phase ball that they made a solid was the P2. They never went back with another one. But I guess they can't go back and make another solid because they're still selling, they're still making the phase 2 right now. So because they're still making the phase 2, I guess they could never go back and make a solid. Now, here's the question. Have they ever made a phase 2 or a phase bowling ball, right? Have they ever made a phase that's a hybrid, 2-part solid, 1-part pearl? Have they ever done that? Because I don't think they have. See, that's the way they should have went. Instead of giving us another pearl, they should have went 2-part solid, 1-part pearl for another phase 2. Or a like phase 2. What do you guys think? Okay, so Obi, what was the phase that they made that was 2-part solid, 1-part pearl? Yeah, the phase 3 was a hybrid, but it was 2 parts pearl, 1 part solid. Yeah, so yes, the phase 3 was a hybrid, but it was 2 parts shiny, 1 part pearl. Nah, I'm saying 2 parts solid, 1 part pearl, not the other way around. Yeah, because the phase 3 was 2 parts shiny, 1 part. It was 2-part pearl, 1 part solid. I'm saying, how come they didn't make a hybrid that was 2 parts solid, 1 part pearl on the duller side? Because the P3 was a shiny. Even though it was a hybrid, it was still a shiny though. Because then they could take the P2, use the same velocity core, and use a hybrid additive but 2 part solid, 1 part pearl. I think that'd be fire. I'd be rolling that thing. Yeah. Hey, also I learned something else. I hate 34 feet PBA Wolf. I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate that pattern. And it makes me come out of character because for that pattern, I have to use urethane. And that makes me come up out of my character because I don't like using urethane. But I have to with that pattern, though. Pattern makes me emotional. And it's 34 feet, but it really plays like it's 28 feet, though. Black Tropical Surge. Are you saying use the Black Tropical Surge on PBA Wolf? What the hell is a Black Tropical Surge? the hell is it? Is that a? Oh, is that a pearl ball? Cause that looks like a pearl. Yeah, I know it's a storm ball. I'm looking at all of them. It's a pearl though. Yep, I seen it with red letters. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, it's right there. I seen it. Yep, I seen it. You like that ball, huh? I'll check it out. But here's the thing. I tried to use the IQ Ruby even in that shaped too much. Hit it with a 300 pad and it's magic, huh? Or 3,000 pad. Yeah, Larry, I just said Storm is dumb. I sure did. Tropical Surge are weak. No, I get that, JB. I get that they're weak. I get that they're really weak, but with with all the hand I got, the reason why I used urethane is because actually put 320 on it, so it read way early and didn't have a lot of shape. But here's the thing, it was still shaping too much, so I still had to bend it. But it's all right. But that's why I bowl on these things now, so I can learn them, so I can learn what do and what don't. Which is good though, because OB, I'm gonna take your advice on this, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of them surges. I'll put 3,000 on it and run it on PBA Wolf. I ain't got no problem with it. But if I'm gonna go to a pro event, I'm probably gonna skip the one that's PBA Wolf. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't imagine bowling games 5, 6, 7, 8 on that PBA Wolf pattern. I just can't do it. My knee can't do it. My shoulder can't do it. My brain can't do it. That 8-game block on that crap? Hell no. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. If I did that, every bowling ball in my bag would probably be in Rock River. Blue, everything be swimming with the fishes. Everything but my spare ball. I mean, facts over feelings, dude. I'm serious as hell. Mm-mm. No. Now, here's the thing. To the first 3, I'm an average 2 something. After that, I don't know. Because once you start having to gravitate left, if you miss a board inside, that thing go bonkers that way. You know what I'm saying? It do. You and it's crazy too, because I don't mind playing PBA Cheetah, but Cheetah plays like 35 feet. Cheetah plays like 35 feet, but PBA Wolf plays like 28 feet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I should have did? Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe I should have do my spare ball in practice. Maybe I should have ball just straight up. I don't know, 7-8, just straight up 7-8 the whole practice to give myself a little carry down. Maybe that's what I needed to do, and I didn't. Yeah, maybe I threw my spare ball up 7-8 and get myself carry down. Maybe that's how I gotta do that. A great mind is a bad thing to waste. Yes, sir. Now we will be back live on Sunday, and then I'll give y'all my schedule for next week. And then this week coming up is Uncle Drew. Y'all get Drew back. Y'all get to pick the Hall of Famer scores. I think that, man, I think Uncle Drew's about to have a breakout week. Yes, sir. I think he is. Hopefully we got G Money back. Tayshawn should be back this week too. So that should make it a little easier. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of that 34 feet, man. If it was 34 feet, true 34 feet, I probably like it. But the fact is, it really only plays like 28 feet. So, man, things brutal. Brutal, I tell you. My boy Adrian loved that Johns though. He's like that. But I'm giving y'all warning right now. Bad knee and all. Starting in the end of November, every sports shot tournament I can get into from here to Chicago, I'm in. Gone. Bowling. Bang. We said it, and y'all gonna get footage because we're gonna be. I'm gonna try to record everything I can. Unless the tournament officials tell me I can't do it, I'll be recording every last bit of it. Hey, you love you, Max. What you got that surface at? My Max Trill Pearl. I got two of them. One of them I got at one I got at 3,000 with power edge on it. And then the other one I got Lane Shine. Oh, you meant the Ion Max. You mean the Ion Max? Because I love the Ion Max. What's going on, Joshua? How you doing, bro? Is that what you meant, the Ion Max? I got my 3.5-inch pen Ion Max at 500. I got my 4-inch pen, 4.5-inch pen at 1,000, I think. I got a 5-inch pen at 1,500 or 2,000. And then I got my pin down 5-inch pen at 2,000 also. So yeah, I do love it, and I got 4 of them. 4 of them. And sports shots, anything over 38 feet, I'm nice on. In any sports shot over 38 feet, even shark, badger, don't matter to me. I'm a stroke the ball down the lane, do my thing. I'm ready to go. However, I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I struggle on cheetah and wolf, but I struggle on wolf more than anything. Cheetah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I can do pretty much whatever the hell I want to on cheetah. The thing is on wolf, I gotta use urethane because of the hand I got in the ball. Now, if the tropical surge is the answer to that riddle, then hey, then I'm happy. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see how that cooks. You know what I'm saying? Because as of right now, I don't know the answer to that. But I've only ever seen wolf twice now. No, 4 times. I bowled on PBA wolf 4 times. Yeah, and this time it wasn't a problem. It wasn't problematic. I just really don't like using urethane and PBA wolf because of that 28 feet. The rest of it is that little mist stuff that just makes me have to use urethane, and I don't like using it. And here's the funny part, right? So the Ion Max 3.5 pin with 500 on it, I used it, and I threw the ball up 2, 3, 4, and I hit the 7 pin. I mean, yeah. So then I was like, okay, let me swing it a little bit. So then I threw it 13 to 4, and I hit, yeah. So then I swung it 13 to 4, and I hit the 4 pin with the Ion, and then I tried to stagger them up in the same result. So I'm like, nah. And then in practice, I tried to get really deep. I tried to go 30 to I tried to go. What did I try to go? I tried to go 25 to 5, and the ball never made it to 5 because it's so flat in that 28-foot mark. It never made it to 5. So I was like, okay, playing this out like that is not my answer. So then that's when I went to the shadow tank and moved all the way right. And of course, it did okay. With the shadow tank, it did okay. So I can score really well with the shadow tank. I just don't like your thing. That's all. It's just a preference. Yeah, maybe that acts right. I was like, maybe. Look, I mean, see, but here's the deal. If I go to a turn, if I'm gonna go in a tournament and I see it's the 34-foot shot, I ain't going. See, that's the beautiful part about it, right? If it's 34 feet, I ain't going. If it's 35 feet cheetah, I'll go. If it's a dual pattern with cheetah, I'll go. If it's that shit, that wolf, no. Nah, I'm lying. I might do it anyway because I'm stubborn enough. I know I can score. I know I can score on it. I know I can score on it. So I probably would go anyway. But after, so from the end of the month on, everything I can get into that's sports shot related from here to Chicago, count me in, bro. Count me in. And it's cool too because I got a crew that's going with me too because Tony's gonna go, Adrian's gonna go, and these are guys that's going to go to USBC Nationals with me. So we trying to get it in. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get it in, score some, have a little bit of fun. That's what we do. And with my posture being the way it is, I feel like I can hit anything I'm looking at. I'm getting through the ball better. My rotation's really good. My tilt's great. My rev rate's even higher than it has been. So yeah, so it should be really interesting to see. And here's the best part: I can get as deep as I want and stay accurate. So I can't even argue with that. I've been trying to get in sports shot tournaments around me. Doesn't seem to be very many. Where are you located at? Ohio, right? Joshua, you're in Ohio, right? At least I think he's in Ohio. But there's some part of my mind that's saying Tennessee. Yeah. Oh, see, your boy is good. Look at the memory on this boy, Akron. Hey, there is tournaments around you, Joshua. I'm telling you, there is. Check the ABTs, check the RBTs, and then remember check the Pittsburgh area too because I think it's all in that bubble. But I know there is. There's a bunch of sports shot events around you too. I wouldn't mind going to a tournament in the Berg myself. I mean, I have to fly there because I ain't driving to Pittsburgh. You can forget that. But I'm from up there, so I'm from Pennsylvania. So I'm trying to. I would love to go home and dominate somebody. I tried throwing my friend's gremlin. It's basically straight, like a spear ball for me. That's because it's not drilled for you. That gremlin ain't gonna go straight. But that gremlin and the typhoon has the same shape to it, and neither one of them can hang with the Rockstar amp though. I'll tell you that now. But they are angular too though. So I mean, at the end of the day, they all nice though. But it's how you make it. See, this is the tip of the day. Before I jump off, this is the tip of the day. I want you guys to understand something. If a ball isn't drilled for you, it's not going to react the way you want it to. If it's not the shape you're looking for, it's not going to do what you want it to. Remember that. A ball, listen, I have a friend who is trying to get to the next level. And he's complaining his equipment ain't doing this, ain't doing that, ain't doing this. Well, guess what? If it's not drilled to do it, it's not going to do it. I know that they say layouts don't matter, but that's just not true. If you take a 3.5-inch pin ball and then you drill the same ball, 5-inch pin, you will be able to see a big difference. It's true. And your PSOs and stuff got to remember to take that into instance. Josh, in the summer months, my local bowling alley has sports shot tournaments. Tiki Lanes, Lancaster, Ohio. See, they there. And in the fall, I promise you, they still there. Yeah, I promise you, they still there. But remember that, guys. And remember this. If you're not happy with how things are, and you don't think your ball's getting around the corner, or you don't think this, or you don't think that, don't let somebody tell you different. You know what I mean? Because the reality is you're the only person who have to throw the balls. That's the reality. And don't make somebody don't settle for what somebody wants you to do. Don't ever do that. Your PSO is your PSO. However, he's not the end all. He can't tell you what's best for you. He's the person who is helping you. And if he can't help you, then you go find somebody that will. Now, I hope everybody understands. I'm not trying to make trouble. I'm just saying, when you're paying $60 to $80, $100 to get a ball drilled, and you're paying an additional $200, $300 for that bowling ball, I'm telling you, you get what you want. If he can't get you what you want, then you get someone else. Period. Because you should never settle for anything half-ass. And it is half-ass if it's not done for you. Do you understand that? Like for me, if I say I want my ball to get around the corner, can't nobody tell me, oh, well, it's getting around the corner, just not the way then it ain't. I can tell you this, a 3.5-inch pin ball drilled will not get around the corner the way a 5-inch pin will. The reason why is because a 3.5-inch pin, and this is a fact, is touching more of the ground than a 5-inch pin. It also is starting up a hell of a lot early because it's such a strong layout on the ball. So it's reading the lanes even earlier. So of course, it's not going to store the energy that the 5-inch pin will to be able to get you down around the corner. It'll start up later. 5-inch pin will start up later, which if it starts up later, it's going to store more energy. If it stores more energy, it'll have more energy for when it gets to the dry to turn the corner. It's simple. It's just simple facts, right? But so don't let somebody tell you or try to deter you from getting what you want. Because remember this, he ain't drilling your bowling ball for free. He ain't giving you the bowling ball for free. You're paying him for his expertise, which is his time and his accuracy in getting it correct to the way you want it to be. That's why, listen, how many of you have gone into a pro shop and you say, hey, I want this ball and I wanted to do this, and he say, okay, come back tomorrow or come back in 2 days. How many of you had that? How many of you had that done? Coach, some nights I would make 10 out of 10 on my 10 pins, and the next night I missed 3. What is your take on my turning my release? No, your focus. RM, it's your focus. The difference between the one night to the next is one night you're focused, you're relaxing, you're focused on the job at hand. The other night that you missed 3, you're not focused on job at hand. You're probably like, okay, what? You see, here's what happens, right? And I'm going to explain this. Here's what happens. When you are bowling, right? And you throw a shot that you think is good and you leave a 10 pin, in your mind, you're like, damn. And then you start thinking, what do I need to do to what do I need to adjust? That was a great shot. Do I need to make adjustments? Was that behind the head pin? And you start flooding your mind with all these things. And then you pick up your spare ball, right? And then you line up just like you always do. And then you throw your shot and you miss it. And you're like, shit. But that's because you got all that stuff going on in your head. Now, the night that you go 10 for 10, that night, that's all you focus on is what you. My key to success for you is this. Forget about the first shot. Once that shot's gone, you're good. You feel me? Clear your mind. You want to think about that shot? I'll tell you when to think about it. Right before you get up to throw your next shot on that lane. That's what you do. That's what you do. On your next shot, on the very next shot that you throw on that lane, when you get up there and you and your thing, now you start thinking about, okay, I left that 10 pin. How do I fix this? That's when you think about it. But after you throw the shot 10 pin, it's gone. It's gone, right? Now your only task is picking up that 10 pin. Love the one you're with. That old expression, the grass is always greener. Fuck that. Excuse my language. Love the one you're with. Pick up that 10 pin. And then you don't think about that 10 pin. Then you go to the other shot on the other lane. You throw that shot. You do your job. And then when you come back to get back on this lane, now you think about it. Okay, so I was lined up on 23. I was going 13-7. I left that wrap. Okay, so now the question is, do I need to move because we in league and 9 other people just bowl? Or do I just go ahead and take that little half a step right? You know what I'm saying? Or that little, or that little gravity step back. That's what you ask yourself. And then you do it, bang, now I'm good. You see how that works? But you got to control this. I love to find a sports shot league. The problem is, for me, is my work schedule. But I'll be checking for sure. Got to. Sports shot leagues help you improve. I haven't looked into it, but I'm going to look into only been bowling since last February. Hey, check it out. Just check it out. Josh's pretty fun state tournament. Hopefully, you can find a team in your region. Hey, man, state tournament, good. I like it. So just remember that, guys. Listen, man. And I'm not trying to have one of these coaches rant thingies. I'm just telling y'all, listen. If you want something done, if you want to improve your game, you want something done, and make sure you tell your PSO, like, look, I want bowl tournaments. I need to get this right. Because I'm going to tell you, the worst feeling in the world is to buy a bowling ball and leave, and it does not do what you want it to do. And you just pay $300. That's the worst feeling in the world. By far. The worst feeling in the world. Joshua said bowling for him is 70% mental. Bowling for everybody is 70% mental. I was out practicing. They left 2 9-pins in a row. Hey, Chad, so what does those 2 9-pins tell you? Because I know you telling me you left 2 9-pins in a row. I know what that tells me. Because I know you're a lefty, Chad. So I know exactly what that tells me. That tells me that your ball was deflecting and wasn't finishing. That's what that tells me, Chad. It also tells me that my boy Chad need to make a slight adjustment or change it to a ball that's going to get through the pins a little better. See, we on the same page, Mr. Chad. We on the same page. Listen, so check it. You got to make sure that things work the way you want them to. In this world that we live in, and with the economy the way it is and prices the way it is, if we're going to buy a bowling ball, you got to damn sure make that they're giving you what you asked for. That's what I'm saying. That's it. Being happy with a bowling ball, if you're going to use it's important. You know what I'm saying? It's true. It is very, very true. But with that being said, I'm going to jump off here. On Sunday, we're going to be right back at this. We're going to chop this up. I think I might actually even bowl in the Senior King of the Hill on Sunday. And then I'll be on my regular time and stuff. That won't bother me time-wise and everything. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to get back on I think I'm going to jump. I think I'm going to get in the Senior King of the Hill on Sunday. Depending on how my knee is feeling. I need that competition. And them old heads are sharks. They're gangster. Yep. So figured I might check that out. But yep. Everybody have a good weekend. I will see you guys on Sunday night. Dude, and listen, if you want to buy merch, I'm not going to stop you. But I am going to say, if you can, hold off. And it's weird for somebody to say hold off, but hold off until Monday or Tuesday if you can. That way, I'll have the merch, and then I will show it to you. I will, when I get it, no matter what day it is, I will get it, and I will go live that day to show all y'all the merch and stuff like that. Plus, I'll have it all over the channels, too. All right, so with that being said, guys, everybody have a good night. Look, We about to jump off, and here come my boy Revs. Hey Revs, I'm gonna need you to hit me up, dog, so I can put you on so you can get your merch working. You hear me? So text me, hit me up so I can put you on so you can get you some merch. So you can start it for your own channel. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. It was great to see everybody. I'm Coach C. Thanks y'all for tuning in, and make sure y'all get it done your way. Have a great night.